But it would be that Elise scenario, I think, if it was going to be feasible.
Wolfie, can I ask something? As a Forest fan, it's just so from the outside looking in with Marinakis, it looks like the only reason this whole kerfuffle's happened is because Marinakis wants to save face. There's been huge fan backlash, and rightly so, because he's your star boy. You know, a lot of your play goes through the guy. He's fantastic. But my question to you is, do you think it would be a sidestep joining Tottenham? Because the way I look at it is, look, we've won the Europa League 5-6 years ago. We was in the Champions League final. Do you view us as a sidestep or a step up from Forest?
I'd actually view it as a step down.
Right, okay,
shut up!
Get him off.
Don't get
him off.
The team that finished 7th to 17th. I don't think that's a hard stretch to say a step down.
One season, Wolfie. You come on.
You know what you're doing, mate. Come on now, lad.
Of Europe, so.
And you know I'm about to clip this up, Wolfie. I'm about to make you more internet fake. I'm clipping that up.
Clip away.
Explain how it's a step down. In reasonable measures, explain how it's a step down, Wolfie.
We screwed up.
17th as a step down.
We screwed up, and Forest made one of the biggest. And I like Forest personally, but Forest made one of the biggest bottle jobs I have ever seen in football. You had that Champions League place literally in the palm of your hand, and you bottled it. That's all there was to it.
Correct. So I've seen.
I would have liked to see Forest in the Champions League personally, because it would have been nice to see a different English team in there and whatever. I like Forest personally. Always did have a bit.
Hang on, I want to know why this is a step down.
So if Rodri left City and went to Arsenal, he's had a step up in his career. Is that what we're saying now?
Let's say it again.
If Rodri joins Arsenal, does that mean he stepped up to the level in his career and joined the club that finished above them this season?
Yeah.
You can play that in all circumstances.
No. It's a yes or no answer. You can't say that to us. 7 and 17.
Explain yourself, Wolfie.
No, 7 or 17.
If Garnacho joins Crystal Palace or Fulham, has he got an upgrade from Man United? Really?
Okay, if Mbappe left Real to join Liverpool, is that a step up or a step down? Like,
he's at the biggest club in the world. Like,
okay, so
you're not the biggest football club in the world, mate.
They finished second in the Liga and didn't win anything. Liverpool won the league. It's all subjective.
Liverpool is a step up to Real
Madrid. That wasn't subjective what you said. You said it's a step down because 7 to 17th. That's not subjective. You're telling us factual basis. So I'm telling you, if Rodri joins Arsenal, he's taking a step up and joining a bigger club and taking the next leap up. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Because
technically, Arsenal are a bigger club than Man City historically. I don't think
you can kick your toe up the show now if you want. This guy is
you're basing a lot of this.
No, but hold on. There are other factors than 7th to 17th. I mean, I think it's quite funny seeing how excited Spurs are getting this summer because you've made one signing. Let's be real. One signing doesn't change what happened on the pitch last season. Who
have you seen? There's a couple of things there again that's just lying. So whoever you've seen that's making a big deal out of that, it obviously isn't us because we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. So there's kind of like a balanced conversation. And two, are we meant to say, right, Kudus has come in, is crap? It's not just Kudus, it's the whole coaching staff, it's the manager. There's quite a lot that's happened in between there, but you're going, there's only one signing.
I didn't even finish my sentence.
No, I'm not allowing you to, that's why.
Okay, because you're arguing a point I haven't even made yet. My point is, you've made one signing so far, official. Well, obviously you got Tellin and the defender, right? But in terms of ones you would expect to impact your first team, you've made one signing. There's also a whole, as you just mentioned, a new manager, a new staffing behind him as well, which one comes with its risks, which secondly comes from Brentford. We've seen plenty of managers in the past who have made a step up from a mid-Premier League team up to a Big Six team who haven't really kicked on and done it. Graham Potter, for example, Nuno, when he came to Spurs, there's loads of those examples. So to say that just because you got rid of Ange, just because you got Kudus in, suddenly means Spurs will jump from 17th up back into the top 6.
Okay, can I tell you?
Who said that?
Hang on. I'm saying it, right? I'll say it. I'll put my chest out and say it. The difficult problem that we've got here, Wolfie, and this is what me and you rowed nearly every week on Dan Potts' channel, on my channel, on any channel we're on together, where I said to you, 17th isn't a true reflection of where Tottenham should be, right? We finished that low because the manager was absolutely dreadful. So I don't think that this squad is 17th to begin with. Now, I get your point. We've only signed, it would have been 2 if it wasn't for your bloody, I'm allowed to say this because I'm Greek, for your bloody Greek tragedy of a chairman, right? It would have been 2. And all of a sudden, you're looking and going, hang on, Spurs have now beefed up their centre mid with Morgan Gibbs-White. They've got a top right-sided forward in Kudus. Plus, they've got a manager that will put a back 4 out, not a back 2, right? Plus, you've got a manager that will actually have a structured midfield that don't go wandering and leave gaping holes. Suddenly, Wolfie, when we tie all of that together, that's why we're not 17th, really. So when you're saying disingenuously, it's a step down from Forest, who have finished above Tottenham. There you go. I'm going to make a prediction. I haven't looked at this. I reckon you've finished above us once in 30 years.
Incorrect.
Okay, it might be less, but I'm going to go with, when was the last time? Here you go. Someone in the chat. Come on. When did Forest, other than last season, finish above Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League? Right,
we finished not 3rd and 9th. I think in both those seasons we finished ahead of you. I can't remember when we finished 9th where you finished.
Let's just say Stanley's in Spurs.
That'd have been like 96.
I'm having a look. Nottingham Forest league finishes.
Fact check, please.
Here you go. Right. Here we go. I'm looking at Nottingham Forest league finishes. All right. So if we go back before this season, so this season you finished 7th. Okay. Before that, no in the Premier League. You were in the Championship for bloody 20 odd years. You were even in League One. You're that bad.
Yeah, that's not so bad overall, man.
Hang on. Okay. So in 2002, 2003, you finished 6th. Let me see where we finished. 0203. So you have finished above us for the first time in 23 seasons, right? And you then turn around and say it's a backward step for Morgan Gibbs-White.
Wait.
Come on,
so
Wolfie.
basically, so what you're saying is,
Wolfie.
oh no, hold on. So now you're saying you want to do the history thing. This is what I don't get, Savvy. You're not being consistent about
what
it.
What do you mean? For 23 years, you've not finished above us.
Okay, so in 07, before City were taken over by their money and became the 115, could you have had this argument? Like, would it have mattered? Because their projection was to go up, wasn't it?
But
I'm just saying.
This is the thing that I said to you all last season. Whenever we rowed, I said to you all these things that you don't like that have played out. 1, I think this is going to be a one-off season for Forest. Oh, no, don't worry. Our manager, our owner. 2, I said that you will get raided for footballers. I was assured that you won't get raided for footballers. And already, Gibbs-White. Yeah, hang on, but it's not. It's going to be 2 of your better players that have gone.
Wait, who
in
else
this
is going to go? Wait, raided. Wait, define raided, Sava. Define raided.
Hang on. If a club like Nottingham Forest in one window lose Alanga and Gibbs-White, right? That's big.
A raid.
Because, no, hang on. I still think you might lose more, mate. Right?
But the window's only been open a couple of weeks.
To say that it's a downward step when we finished in the Champions League 7 times in the last 20 years, right? When we've been to a Champions League final, when we've won the Europa League, when we've qualified for Europe in 15 of the last 17 seasons, you have 1 7th place finish and you have the audacity to say that it's a backward steps for Morgan's Gibbs-White. You know that you're bantering.
Okay.
You know you're bantering.
The Manchester United.
Yeah.
When they finished outside the top 4 a few seasons back, was that a one-off? Yeah. Was everyone saying that was a one-off?
What's that got to do with anything?
Because you're just taking a snapshot in time and making the assumption
no, I'm not.
You're making, you're making 2
years.
assumptions off the back. Wait. You're making the 23 years doesn't matter because we haven't got any players that were in that Stan Collymore team under that Frank Clark team.
Are you a better team than Spurs?
On the pitch now, yes.
Are you going to finish above us next season?
Ask me at the end of the transfer window.
Can you attract better footballers than Tottenham can attract?
If we say right on this day with the squad we've got and the squad you've got, would we finish ahead of you next season? I would like to assume we would.